Hi, and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance, where we are building the town, the little village of Przemysławiec in the From the Ashes DLC. So the trader makes minus 360. All in all, they make all minus, but we have all resources now. We have a lot of groschen and a good reputation. So we could make a bigger rathaus, but that's just not really good for anything. We want a forge, for example. That gives us 500 income. By the way, if we go to the right and like the woodcutter's camp, Kunish gives us 35, and beasts of burden, what I have no idea what that is, gives us another 60. Okay. Interesting. But I wanted to start from the left to the right. No, that's the wrong right. If I use the wrong right, it skips to the end. Okay, so we have a forge. For that we need charcoal. The forge doesn't undo anything else, so it's one of the basic buildings. So let's build a forge. Okay, it's this place directly behind the trader.
We're gonna build here?
Right here.
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check again. We've got what we need.
And there he is. The smith. I don't remember any named smiths. Why did they show the wife of the smith in the... I mean, yeah, of course, she's part of this family, but... leader? Winner of a grindstone with a smith?
God's blessing. Take care.
He got stuff, like horseshoes. What's that? A simple wrought steel plate that can be fixed to the horse's face to provide basic protection against frontal attack. And we have sharp as a knife. Maintenance skill book. Okay. Leather has less durability. Okay. Okay. Then check basket. Haggle them down.
Let's talk.
That's my store. I'm not selling something at full price here.
Fine.
Buying something at full price. Okay, so we got a book that will stay in my inventory because we can do that already. But we also had the... how would I find it? The stupid metal thing. It's not here. It's under armor. It's the armor that I can't wear. Okay. Now my horse has armor. Just now it's only missing like a decoration thing. Great. But now that we have a forge, we can build all other kinds of stuff. And I think the most important thing, as I always say, is a tavern. So let's look back at the book. And don't even have to skip you here because I talked you through this. We can build a tavern now. But I wanted to go back to the butcher baker forge. We can do either swordsmith or armorsmith here. I'm interested in both here. Would really be great if I got a better sword out of this deal. With the necessary equipment, he can double as either a swordsmith or an armorsmith. Let's do swordsmith here. Now they built up a proper shop. Let's see, let's go inside.
Hey!
I'm trespassing in my own village? Are you fucking kidding me? Assholes. How can I trespass in my own village? You're not even a black... Where's the fucking trader now? Still trespass. You fucking kidding me? This one is the blacksmith. I think they changed. They all need to go inside, change their clothes. Now now it's open. Okay.
Take care.
So let's see what we have. Project burger sword. Ceremonial mace is the same as the bailiff's mace. I need a sword that's better than what I had. Like razor is okay, it's like what I have, but it's the other way around. So it's slash instead of stab damage. And the piercer is what I have, but better still, I think. We have stinger. Is it here? No. Great. I think it's not worth Herald's sword. That's a long sword, but that's the best long sword I ever saw. Okay, it's piercer. Piercer is... Where is it? 66, 39, 98. 70, F 79. Okay. That wasn't worth it because the sword's not better. Okay. Good to know. So the next time I play this game, I will do the other thing. As if I would have time for another 100 hours of gameplay. You're already getting the really shortened version of what we're doing here. Next up, we have the forge, and it's full. We're at 750. Wait, let's go back to the overview. We're at 190 plus already. Wow. So next up, bakery or butcher. Which can both be enhanced. But can also make cakes for tavern, and can make the honey cakes if it gets honey from the beehive. And the beehive also goes for bakery and tavern as a combo. And I think all in all that combo is better, so we're building the bakery. And there it is, the bakery. With some side buildings. When they have wheat here, where's the mill that makes the wheat to flour? I mean, these are ovens, obviously. This is like a tower like this is where you would put your grain in. so that it's not lying on the ground floor and getting eaten by vermin. Okay, so let's see what we build next. Okay, a drying shed for the bakery. Drying and smoking are very useful means of preserving food for later consumption. Works the same as for cooking. Simply place meat, fruit or other food in the dryer or the smokehouse to preserve it. Oh, so I can dry my own meat here in the shed that they now have, that they didn't have before, which must be this one? No. Also not this one. So if it's not one of those, must be in the bakery. No, that's lockpick. Let's look at how our balance looks. We are at 525 positive, which means we can finally build a proper rathaus. Let's see. Oh, it's loading long. Okay, this is looking way better than before. I expected more after I know how the red hair rathaus looks like, but that's okay. Okay, this is our rathaus. It has a little shed here. I need to know my surroundings here. I'm sleeping in the stable? Are you fucking kidding me? No. Here's where the food is. And this is the rathaus itself. This is where Marius would be. This is where the chest did go. And the book. This is another chest. That was the second chest that was always there, but I don't know what it is for. And we can eat from pot here. We can sleep here, but I'm sleeping in the stupid side building? Wow. What an asshole. So we're at 395. Let's see how much the extended rathaus costs. It's at 380. But we can make alchemy bench and herb garden just to get rid of a bit of it. That's 150 more. There, that's not a problem. Let's build that. Okay, this will take even longer as he'll
take too long.
As he'll take an eternity to go out of the rathaus. Let's see how it looks. Got a second floor now. I would like a proper bed. Thanks, please. Yes, there's a proper bed. At last. So I'm living up there now. Let's reshake that surroundings. This is what has been built extra. Yeah, I'm not interested in the stupid red hair journey. So I leave that here, but we'll be able to get some stuff. That's my chest. Okay. That's just for sleeping? That's for sleeping and saving, okay. And then we have like a bigger common room with more stuff. And even more stuff. Don't tell me they... Oh god, they put it somewhere else again. Okay, this is my chest with enough groschen again. This is the second chest. This is the book. Okay, we are 245 now. Well, we can do improvements. But they're just costing 1300 now. We're gonna do that later. 11,000 we still need for that other one. But let's put up something more. So next up is either the stable or the guardhouse. I'd like the stable as I already know 2 people who will join me. So we will pay these 5,000 and then also pay another 2,000 to get saddler equipment. And they also provide horses for the merchant.
Marius, there's work to be done.
Okay, it's between the trader and the woodcutters. Ensure housing for the villagers. This is a proper stable, yes. Let's look around the stable.
Look the house over to see what needed fixing after the winter.
I've been to see the carpenter about when he could get round to it.
Well, after talking to you, I went and had a good look around my own place.
So the stable
I'm
master
sorry I
can't
did.
sell us anything. Shadowmere. Ah, okay, I can look at the stats here, then see which one I buy, but I'll never get rid of pebbles. Okay, see you back at the book. What's this building here? Hello, who are you? Oh, this is part of the stable. Okay. There's already a lot going on here. But let's open the next buildings. I'm now concentrating on not upgrading, but making new buildings. Because I think that looks better for now. We're at 540 plus. Okay, we're only missing the taverns and the beehives. Let's
Marius,
first do the
there's work to be
beehive.
done.
Right in the middle of town, like total idiots. You don't make that in the middle of the town. Whatever. And last but not least is the tavern, who also already get excellent cakes and meat. Old soldiers from the garrison would be great, but we don't get that. We also don't get a meat banquet, but we can do a brewery and dice games. And we're gonna definitely do that. But first, let's build that
Marius,
tavern.
there's work to be done.
Ensure sufficient income. And the tavern is done. That's a big tavern we built here. Yeah, that's like the most important building. But we built all of that in the first year here. Yeah, of course it's night now, so everybody does weird stuff. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do something else. We're gonna build the dice game and the brewery for the tavern, and we're gonna then check out the tavern and what's inside. So I had to sleep because the stupid Marius doesn't want to work at night. But next up will be a brewery. Yeah, it's way better if you produce your own brewery. And from now on, the innkeeper will be able to brew a local beer. Every time a new batch is brewed, you can pick it up from the vat on top of the kiln at the brewery. Drink responsibly. On top of the kiln of the brewery. This is the brewery. The kiln. The kiln. This is the kiln.
What's going on there?
And we can take the local beer. It was with something with P. Let's see. There. A beer with as much character as the founder of the brewery comes from Henry of Scarlet's. Privislavit's boar has bite to it and, like the lives of the people in this parts, bitter edge. Has, oh, it's plus energy. Okay. Okay. Not bad. So is it basically coffee? A coffee beer. Okay. Next up, dice games. And we have a gambling home. Which means we have to sleep again. Great. Next up, settlers' equipment for the stables. Okay, and now the settler equipment is ready to... Oh, this is the settler who we'll have to wait for to go over there so that we can talk to him. Talk.
I'm at your service.
Let's
See you
see
later.
what he... Basic horse riding skills. Of course. Other comparisons. Hunter's saddle with 1 saddleback. We want one with more than 4 saddlebacks. Oh, this is a better one even. No, this steel is worse than plate. What's wrong with you? No, it has 1 armor more. And travel horseshoes. Those are travel horseshoes. Are they better than the ones we had so far? Let's check. Add them to basket. I think they're worse. Okay, then we have done everything that we can to build up the village except for the church over there. So we're going for the church next. Also, I'm interested to see what this middle thing is about, but let's do that after the church. Wait, let's do that now before the church. Let's see what this is about. Is it you? No, not you. Over here. Judge. Okay.
Bad news, I'm afraid, Master Bailiff. Very bad news.
That makes a change. Well, out with it. What happened?
2 wagons that were on the way here with grain and fodder supplies were ambushed by a band of Cumans. The wagoners escaped by the skin of their teeth, but the supplies are gone.
Ugh, damn it. That is bad news.
Worse than bad. Those were supplies for the whole year, and we won't be able to replace them. Things are hard enough as it is. Sir Divish had to lower his quota for Townburg just to let us have it.
So we've no grain for the baker, no fodder for the stables?
I'm afraid not, Henry. We're left with only 2 options. One as bad as the other. Either we can go cap in hand asking for more and look like incompetent fools. And anyway, we'd be lucky to get any.
Not too appealing, I must say. And the second option?
There's still a few sacks of grain in the labourers' camp, but they bought it themselves. We could requisition it, but it would make us rather unpopular. not just with them. It's for you to decide as bailiff.
Oh god, this is not a good thing. We have to
We'll
ask.
order another delivery. They sent one, they'll surely send another.
I fear they'll send us nothing but mouldy dregs from the bottom of the barrel.
Would you credit it? The very moment the soldiers were dealing with that lot in Slavets, another bunch was attacking their point. Christ almighty.
Oh, that's both bad. Oh god.
Fared worse. It seems they held them off.
Well, we'll requisition whatever supplies are here for the good of all. Folk will just have to tighten their belt.
I fear that would provoke...
It can't be helped. We'll just have to convince them it's for the common good.
Disgruntled laborers. And we lost reputation. Okay. Okay, and this is gone away again. This option. Okay, so we can judge, and we had the bad luck that the first decision was bad on both decisions. We now have disgruntled laborers. I assume that's making us get even less from the laborer thingy. Let's see. The laborers camp. No, it's still at 25. We get 1780. Let's see. Disgruntled laborers. That means we generate 2 less. Oh. Is that village capacity? No, 57 inhabitants, villages. Okay. So we're generating 2 less villages. Oh god, that's bad. Okay, but we wanted to do the basic church repairs and stuff. I wanted to see, we are at 1780 in the plus now. That's per day, I think. And we have enough groschen for the basic church repairs, so let's build that.
There's work to be done.
So let's see how the church looks like. Yeah, our reputation is back up to max. Okay, I wouldn't have built it out of wood, but... Yeah, okay, the upper thing is ready again. Let's look into the church. Let's see how it looks like. So yeah, the tower is of course already there again. Yeah, and okay, we just repaired the tower for that kind of money. And I think we need 24k for the other one. Let's recheck that. No, I'm pretty sure about the 24k. How much do we have in our coffers? We're at 6.7k. We will take from our inventory other G for groschen. And move all of those. So we have 15k groschen in our coffers. Let's see if we can even afford the next part. We get 1630 per day. Our rep is up to 100 again, which gives us one more village inhabitant. Okay, this looks complete. Oh, we still have these two for the Rathaus. Yeah, let's do that. The church costs 17k, we can't afford that. So, the herb garden.
There's work to be done.
There's a herb garden behind the house. Let's shake up on it. Basically nothing has grown here yet on this side, and we have like St. John's words and thistles and sage and comfrey and mint. What's this? It's thistle again, and that's not mint, that's marigold. And more of St. John's words. What are the little ones? Ah, that's mint. Okay. Good, but there's still something to be built in this back part, and let's build that now. The alchemy bench.
Marius, there's work to be done.
And is it in that back place? I will see in a moment. Oh, do we get a book? Do we get a book about alchemy? Because that would interest me. Let's see. Where would it be? I assumed it would be here. Yeah. Okay, we have like lots of stuff here. This is where I can put my alchemy ingredients if I want to. Wherever it comes with cabbage, and we can start alchemy here. We never did alchemy. Let's just look at it. Cauldron dish, mortar. Still. Water, wine, oil, spirits, and a sand glass. And then we have a digestive potion. Alchemy is a useful skill that transforms herbs and other ingredients into potions and remedies. In order to brew those, you need a knowledge of alchemy, a recipe, an alchemist's bench, and the necessary ingredients. You'll find on the right side of the bench a herbarium which lists all the properties of herbs and all the recipes you have so far learned. You open with A and using Y to turn the pages on to the recipe or plant description you want. It's always best to follow the recipe in the book. By holding A on the recipe, you can also set all the necessary ingredients straight into the alchemy bench. The degree of difficulty of the brewing itself varies. Each recipe requires a varying number of steps. The first step is always to pour the potion base, which you have to find on the shelf on your left. Then add the ingredients to the cauldron from the shelf on the right. If the recipe demands it, you must take care to grind ingredients using the mortar and pestle. You can use the dish next to the mortar and pestle to prepare these ingredients. The next step is to brew on the prescribed flame, which is regulated by means of the bellows. Sometimes it's enough just to warm it on low heat, sometimes it has to be boiled, so you have to work the bellows until the mixture bubbles. You must carefully time how long you brew the potion using the sand glass. The brewed potion can then be poured directly from the cauldron into the phial or passed through the distiller. The recipe steps must be adhered to precisely. If you deviate too much from them, the potion will fail, you lose all your ingredients, and the whole brewing process will have to be repeated. Okay, so read the book. Let's save your schnapps. Savior Schnapps seems easy, but we don't have Belladonna. Aesop Potion, Nighthawk, Poison, Lullaby. Oh, we don't even know stuff. We don't have Herb Paris. Don't have Belladonna. Okay, we don't have these. We don't have the ingredients. Great. Okay, so for the next part of the church we'll need 24k and we have 15k. So we need another 9k. So I will travel to Rete to do one run of stealing stuff. While on that way we're gonna talk to Vashek and Ginger. So they join the stables. So I'll see you at Vashek's, which should be the first stable boy on the way. And there we already got Vashek.
Good health to you.
Would you like a new job? I'm looking for someone to care for the horses at my stables.
You've got...
I have.
I don't know. An upstart like you building stables?
Why do I have 2 charisma?
What's your tongue? I'll have you know you're talking to the new bailiff of Pribislavis, so show some respect.
You, bailiff? You want to stay away?
Look here, it's like I say. Sir Divish put me in charge of renewing the village, and I've got stables there.
Can you show me some proof?
How? Can you read?
Of course not. So, tell me what Sir Divish's coat of arms looks like. Ha! You must know that if you're his man.
Oh God. This one. Oh no 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 no. That's not Sir Divish. That's the other guy. Hanush. That's Hanush.
Well, that's not much use unless you know what his coat of arms looks like.
Ah, but I do know. I know the fellow who painted his shield for him. A nice job he did too. And I saw his lordship's shield once at a tourney. So, what's it?
Oh God, I really have to remember that. Ugh. This is Hanush. This I would have seen. That also I would have seen, so it can only be this. Yeah, the Tamburg soldiers, they have like these red thing with like points on it that looks almost like the thing I'm wearing at the moment. This is the warhorse thing, but it looks very similar.
2 silver water lily leaves on a red ground.
Silver leaves, that's right. I never knew they was lilies, though. Why lilies? I'd rather have a lion. Or a dragon. Anyway, seems you're telling the truth after all.
That's what I've been telling you the whole time. So do you want the job or not?
Aye, all right. Anything's better than listening to the other fellas here jibing at me day in, day out. Goodbye.
And we now have the groom Veshek. And I want to see it. Why do I have 4 charisma? Are you fucking kidding me? First, why do I have a torch out on the picture? Give me my shield back. Why do I have 4? Oh God, I was standing in... Oh God, that's what happened. I was standing in the pool of shit when talking to him. And now I'm stinking. I'm really stinking. I need some water to clean me up. I can't? What? What the fuck is going on? And we're at 16 charisma again. So my charisma drops down to 0 when I stand in a pile of shit. Okay, I'm gonna see you when we reach the place where I want to pick up Ginger. No, that's Jacob. Can I borrow your...
Good health too.
Guys? That one.
Would you have anyone here who would work as a groom for me in Pribyslavitz?
Well, there might be, but we're still getting things back into shape after that raid. And I can't afford to lose my hands. Although, poor Mark could do with a change. He's not been himself since that night. Always staring at the ground like he can still see those dead horses. I'm afraid it's not good for him being here, but I can't just trust him to anyone.
Not to worry, I'll take good care of him. And I can really use someone who understands horses.
It'd do him good to move away and leave those ghosts behind. Especially if he's taking care of horses. He's a clever lad and loves those animals. But who's going to do his job here? I can't afford to hire a new hand right away.
You know it would be the best thing for Mark. Well, if it's as you say, the poor lad could lose his mind here.
Oh dear. It'll be hard to manage without him, but you're right. Very well then. You have my permission. Mark can go with you if he wants to.
Okay, we got Mark instead of... Okay, can't take Jakub. So let's see. For all the grooms that are supposed to live here. Oh, this will be so difficult to find them. Okay, I'll see you in a second. This looks like Mark. That's Mark.
Greetings, good knight. How may I serve you?
I'm glad to see things getting back to normal here. How are you coping?
All right, I suppose.
What is it? Are you still troubled by that night?
All the time. Whenever I close my eyes, I can still see all that blood and those bastards curse this place. I can't look anywhere without seeing carcasses. I'd like to disappear far from here. But where can I go? I don't know anyone anywhere else.
Well, I can help you. I've got stables in Pribyslavitz, and I'll need someone there who knows horses. And I hear you understand them very well.
You? You take me on there? But is it safe there?
Safe as houses. Any bandits or cumans we didn't kill ran from the woods so fast you couldn't see their heels for dust. And there's not so many people there, so if you prefer talking to horses...
Ha ha! Horses can't talk. But first, you'll have to ask Mistress Zora if she'll let me go.
I already asked her, and she said yes.
She'll let me go? Really? All right, I'll go. Thanks. God be with you.
And we have Mark. So now I'm searching for Ginger because I want Ginger too. Because no one wants him here, so I can just take him. I'll see you when I find Ginger.
Huh?
I think I can't take Ginger, so we have to take Mark. Okay. So then I'll be going for Rete and trying to get some money together so that we can afford the thing. So I'll see you when I get back to Pribyslavitz with the money. So this time I'm going to show you what I'm doing. So I'm coming here to the door where we entered this building for Copon's quest. Then we go over here where we close this door behind us. That's now permanently open because it has been lockpicked once. And this is where the wealth of the merchant is. Let's see at the clock, it's not too late for us. Okay. And then we drink anything like wine. That does too much nourishment. So let's not waste that. So we're drinking one wine. Got a new perk point in drinking. Perfect. So I can even show you that. No negative effects of drinking, and the benefits last twice as long. But once sober, your hangover will last double as long. When this is just another +1 when drunk and -1 when not drunk. When on hangover, you're drunk on 50% lesser, saving your hard-earned groschen, and your hangover the next day lasts only half as long. No, I want none of that. The drunk perks aren't that good. But now that the buff has appeared in the lower left corner, I can try to lockpick, because very hard lockpicks are still too hard for me when I'm not drunk. So, then I go, I rob, I steal all. There was, among those, were the groschen of the merchant. Rob, I steal all. I rob, I steal all. The last one here. What's wrong with you? This was allowed. I rob and steal all. Then I'm uncrouching and going out. So then I'm putting my armor back on. Or do I? No, wrong menus. All the time. Okay, speech is at 13. That's not great. But conspicuousness is only at 65. Okay, I'm putting back my armor on for me to have that charisma bonus. And then I'm just going to the swordsmith, doing the same thing there. And then I'm going to Miller Peshek to sell all the stuff. So I'll see you when I'm back at Przemysławiec. And here at the blacksmith's, the door that we must enter is immediately to the left. It's this one. And also here we lockpick everything. Now we're coming back to Przemysławiec. We can do another judgment.
What is it this time?
We have a problem with water. That is, with the stream. With the, use of the stream.
The stream? What seems to be the trouble?
Sir, they won't let me have a shit.
What's that?
Your locator here won't let people go for a shit.
God give me strength.
Master Locator, would you be so kind as to cast some light on the matter?
I never forbade anyone to defecate. It's not something that can be prohibited anyway.
You did so.
All I asked was that people did their business further downstream. After all, we don't want our water supply contaminated. It could cause disease.
What kind of disease?
Digestive disorders, fever, even death.
Ah, what a load of nonsense. We always poured our shit out right there on the road. They even do that in Prague, for what I've heard. What else would they do with it?
Is it true about Prague?
Admittedly, in many cases, yes. But often there's no other option. The wealthier citizens have a latrine in their courtyard which they empty out whenever necessary. The common folk do empty their chamber pots on the streets.
See now.
But it's also said that if the Turks ever try to attack Prague, it's the stink that will hold them back, not the walls.
What do you suggest, Master Marius?
Let the people answer the call of nature at least 100 feet
That's
downstream from
sensible.
the village.
What? That far? What if I get the runs? I'd shit myself before getting there.
I've decided. Defecating will only be allowed at least 100 feet from the village.
But, sir...
A wise decision, Henry.
Well, at least we have permission to go
Fairly
and
clean
shit
stream.
again. I'll go and tell the fellas we can go to the stream. It's been a tough few days.
You mean you haven't been since... No, don't say it. I don't even want to know.
Yeah, that's it. They need to shit. And they need to shit in the river in those times. But downstream. Downstream, definitely downstream. I just put 19 more K into the chest, which is more than enough to afford the next one. But I want to see what the clean stream does. Fairly clean stream gives us 5 income. What? 5 income? How? However, we want to do the church. Not the basic repairs. The real church, this one. Let's build the real church. It looks like before. I assume the interior area. We got a bell. Okay, the bell is the most important thing that you can so that you can drink at night and awaken the old village. And the interior has been remade. Okay. I'm really interested to see how it looks from the inside. The doorbell is ringing. We can pay. That's it? No altar? No anything? Okay, at least they didn't make the mistake of giving this church like a stained glass window. Because that would probably be very wrong in that time. Also, we're not in Italy, where they had the first and afterwards France. And then later in Germany for... But... Yeah, for Aachen, I think, had the first stained glass windows in Germany. Okay, let's go back to the church. What? Ah, Now we are directly here with the church. We want altar or frescoes, and the altar is way more
There's work to be done.
important than the frescoes, because it makes that the church can work and the service can be held. So we're doing that. Okay. Yeah, those are nice. Isn't that was bad? That was bad. Okay. Now only need some benches and you have the modern day church. But apparently they didn't have benches back then. Or they didn't want all the clutter where you can't move around in a video game. Okay, and then we have one last thing to do. The frescoes. And afterwards I'm taking all the money out of the chest. So. Church now costs 300, will still cost 300 afterwards, but we'll give 2 more inhabitants. How many inhabitants do we have? 60. We will have 62. Let's do the frescoes. The other 2 artisans that paint the fresco will stay here.
Come along with me then. We'll start building.
Why is that here now? Apparently that belongs to the church.
We're gonna build. I'm ready.
We've got what we need.
And now we're done. Renew the church. Oh, that looks great. That really looks great. Deus Fortis et Unitatia? Henry von Skalitz? I'll definitely read all that. Okay, we renewed the church. Do we get a new objective? Inform Sir Divish that Pribyslavus has been renewed. We're definitely gonna do that, but I wanna see it, wanna look at the frescoes. 1403. Scarlets in flames. Deus Fortis et Vestita? The god mighty and nice or something? Yeah, this is basic church stuff, but this is like Scarlets is in flames, and then there came the nice god and gave us new ground to build upon. Then we have here Poelio Vicit in Pribyslavus. The people? The people, yeah. The proletariat. The common people did win in Pribyslavus. The first founder, Henrik. So the German name is Heinrich. Okay. Okay, Henry of Scarlets here. Who gave the church to the people. Wow. Wow, okay, they really like me here. Obviously. How many groschen do we have? 100. Okay, let's pay 100 groschen. Okay. And Pribyslavus has been renewed. And I assume now that we go to Sir Divish and then come back, Pribyslavus will look very different when we come back. Because they'll do all the... They'll get rid of all the clutter that they had to have stay here. And we're taking our money back. Because we have a positive income of 1,530 per day. Which should be enough. Let's put in like We can't do it like that. These are all assholes not wanting me to participate. But okay, I'll go to Sir Divish. I see you in Tarnberg.
Sir Divish, I finished the assignment you gave me. Pribyslavitz is up and running once more, and making money. And the church is as good as new.
Indeed? That's excellent news. I can't wait to see it for myself.
Of course, we can go right away.
See you later.
It's nice if I get teleported with the people that their
Welcome to Pribyslavitz.
goodbye lines still
Well now,
plays.
I've heard some reports, but to see it with my own 2 eyes, beautiful.
Me and Marius did our best.
As you saw on the way here, the village is prospering, trade is booming, and the villagers are doing well.
I saw the new buildings as we were riding in. You've both done a magnificent job. I owe you my gratitude and commendation.
Thank you, sir.
How did you manage it so quickly?
We had to clear the woods and the ruins of the former buildings,
I arranged supplies of building materials and victuals from traders nearby.
thanks to which we were able to build what you see here today.
And the church here has become the dominant feature of the whole village.
I'm especially proud of our church.
Indeed, you have plenty to be proud of. Thank you both. I can say wholeheartedly that you have not disappointed me. On the contrary, you have exceeded my expectations.
It's been an honor.
I quite concur.
Master Marius, I'd like you to stay on in the village. As soon as things have settled in the province, we can begin with the expansion as planned.
As you wish, my lord.
As for you, Henry, as I promised, you shall continue to have the income from the village, as well as the bailiff's office.
Thank you, my lord.
I thank you, Henry. Few could manage what the 2 of you have achieved here.
Okay, and we're done with the From the Ashes DLC. So now the only thing that's left is like every day a new random judgment comes up under that oak tree, I suppose. Normally it's an oak tree in the middle of the village place in I don't know with the Slavs though, I only know it with Germanic tribes. And villages. I don't know if Slavs take another tree as their tree of judgment. I don't know. So, and that's how a village does. 1530 a day, every day. Forever now. They can just come here and take the 1500 away that have been built up here from it being the next day. So this guard. Okay. We're done. I'm gonna save and I'm gonna continue with... Yeah, it's that exclamation point, the judgments. I'm gonna continue with the Band of Brothers DLC here to the north of Marriott. So, we're gonna read a book together and then I'm off. Since we heard of the smelly city of Prague, we're gonna read on Prague, the seat of the kings in Bohemia, a city of grandness, whose glory reaches to the heavens. Amongst the great cities of the world it is the greatest, rich in commerce and strong in arms, and endowed with beauty, the towers of which rise above other towns. Founded by Princes Libus and Piemesel, her husband and the father of the is that an R with a accent on it? An R? Or is it an I? I say it's an I. Piemeslet dynasty, with a castle of stone at a place called Rajani. It's called the same today. Rajani, I heard that term when I was in Prague, to which later quarters were adjoined, and during the reign of Emperor Charles, the hood of the new town was built on the opposite bank of the Vltava river, with the largest stone bridge the world had ever seen connecting it to the old town, made of much stone and mortar, to which, according to legend, thousands of eggs were added for greater strength. That bridge is still there. It's been rebuilt, I think, a few times, but Charles Bridge is still there. It's really a thing to see. The population is of a diverse nature. The Czechs dominate, but many a German can be found amongst merchants and tradesmen who live in their own quarter, and even the Jews have been granted their own town within Prague, into which no Christian dare step foot. To celebrate the glory of God, the one and only monasteries were founded at Emmaus, Strav and Klarov, and churches of stone are so numerous that you could not count them on two hands. The greatest and most renowned of all, consecrated to Saints Vitus and Adalbert, shall soon stand, for it has been being constructed for nearly 50 years and soon shall be completed. Under Emperor Charles, university was founded as well, which provides learning in 4 arts, and from many distant lands do foreigners come to study. If one was to visit only one city in life, may one make haste to Prague, for there is no more beautiful city in the world. I mean, your opinions can differ on that, but Prague definitely comes in the top 3 of my cities that I've visited. I think Prague is even my favorite city that I visited so far. With the others, I think Prague's my favorite city, and then we have Dubrovnik, Croatia, and Paris, France was great. Split, Croatia was great. Where else? Budapest. I'm sorry, Budapest, Hungary, definitely on number 2, and then Dubrovnik, Croatia on number 3, and that's the top 3. Nothing else to say about that topic. So, have a nice day. See you tomorrow with the Band of Bastards, Band of Brothers, Band of Bastards DLC. Have a nice day.